tasty little D4 here. And we're going to go to Derek. Care to summarize what happened last session?
Oh, it's my turn. Let's see. A lot happened. We started off with our mission to hunt down, I believe it was 3 corpses of doppelgangers. Pretty sure it was 3.
Soon to be corpses.
Yes, we had to bring back corpses. And then we went off to try and find some, and we found a pile of dead bodies with an old woman that Ken proceeded to punch and actually turned into a doppelganger, and then we raped it. Well, not literally. We killed it.
Figuratively. Wrecked a ship.
Temporarily studied the effects of doppelganger flesh compared to human flesh. We couldn't determine anything because it was both dead flesh. Then we moved on and fought this gruesome undead thing, which was Cousin It, which is a little bit up in the chat log. Cousin It's in there. Not Cousin It. Crap. Oh, what's the name? Thing? Yeah.
Thing.
Cousin It's the furball. So 2 things, and then a floating head and intestine rope that acted like a net that was really messed up. Kind of gross. Kudos. And then we moved on and found this lovely little scene that has left us with such a moral qualm this past week of a ghoul, a human, and a dead body, not moving dead body in between them, with the ghoul eating it, claiming to be hungry, and we killed the ghoul. And apparently Ken is terrified of...
Not specifically we. Renza killed the ghoul.
Renza killed it.
Took it upon herself to execute the poor undead that cried for its non-life.
All it wanted was some food.
We discovered that a pair of us are monsters. Well, 3 of us.
I mean, technically, 3 of us are outsiders.
Well, I mean, the rogue was a glorious, beautiful monster. Ken is a monster for instinctively punching an old lady in the face.
Right in the face.
It was totally justified, though.
I mean, totally justified, yes. And Scott's a monster because he murdered an innocent thing that just wanted to eat.
I hope you know that your willingness to punch an old lady in the face is a character trait that I'm going to use against you in the future.
You never trust the cute old ladies, though.
I would also like to point out that I have not given you a hard time over that, Ed.
Hey, it worked out.
Old lady in the fucking face.
I knew, alright? I knew. That's how they get you.
Right in the dome.
So does this leave me as the only morally good person in the party right now?
This leaves you as the one who hasn't really done anything yet.
Yeah.
Am I not morally good? I wanted to help a poor innocent creature. I see that as totally morally sound.
No, you have very strong morals. You're just fucking terrifying. Those swords. Jesus.
Something attacks me, I kill it.
Daggers. They're daggers.
Very, very, very effectively.
And I quote, a beautiful, glorious monster.
And when we ended, we were tucked up right close to the door where apparently there is something else inside, according to your new friend over there, the man chained to the wall in the yellow robes.
Could we perhaps get swapped over to that map?
Oh, yes,
Nice.
that's right.
That would be nice.
Fucking duh.
Thank you, good sir.
The game screensaver.
Oh, there it is.
I spent so much
find
time
where we
on
were.
this map setting up, and I was like, ah, fuck, that's right. I forgot I moved everyone over to the death symbol. You're all dominated now, by the way.
Dominated to then have a night of fun.
Oh, brought it around.
Fun and moral and beauty.
Fun and fancy free.
Anyways, yes, I rolled a 12 perception check on the door. I don't recall noticing anything.
No, there you heard not a zip nothing coming from the door.
Go pop open said door.
Fantastic.
Death, destruction, mayhem.
Slow opening of doors. Several wide tables and gigantic wash bins fill a laundry equipped to service hundreds. The place looks as though it were repurposed as a failed surgery room, though with at least one table heaped with remains while corpses lie discarded in corners. A stained sheet hangs between two of the basins, dividing the room roughly in half. The sheet hangs just here. A lantern shines from the other side. And silhouetted through the lantern, you see something. It's an outline of a sort of misshapen humanoid figure with long claws and spindly arms standing on a ladder.
Hope the last thing we saw with long claws and spindly arms used to be a grandmother. So personally, I vote we kill this one too.
Sounds reasonable. I
mean, I can't see anything, so I have no judgment.
Yeah, I can see things.
Just realized, and
Oh, did you not put the token in for...
He didn't get the lantern light source.
Oh god, now I see even less.
the lantern is now apparent. That's because your buddy is carrying the sunrod. Ken Masters.
So where is the thing on the ladder?
Somewhere.
Seems like it stands right around here. You don't think that it's noticed you yet. The silhouette continues to move. What's the 16? Scott, you're muted. I don't know how long you've been muted and talking, but you are muted.
I said I would like to go about this in a stealthful manner.
Ah, I see. You said it very stealthily. I didn't even notice.
Fantastic! It's working.
No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. No. Go away now. Go away. Stop. Do not allow Hey Siri. Okay, sorry. What the fuck is that sound? Over enthusiastic.
Oh god.
Okay, alright, sorry.
Oh.
I would also like to be stealthy.
Okay. Roll a stealth. Alright, sweet.
Oh my god.
You begin slowly sneaking and creeping up through the room.
Oh, now I can hear the music.
I'll reach out, but not yet touch the cloth, and I'll look to the group and make a swiping motion. And if everyone nods, then I'll throw the curtain to the side or pull it down. Or like if it looks like it's hung up on something, I'll throw it to the side. If it looks like it's pinned, I'll yank it down.
Okay.
But of course, waiting for the group's consent, I should say.
I'd try and peek around the edge first.
You may
Like,
attempt
not-
to...
If it looks like you're attempting to peek, then he will wait for you to peek.
Like, I don't want to, like, try and touch it. Like, is there, like, a gap between it and the wall?
Right. Yes, there is.
I'm gonna try and peek
Try
through
to
it.
make a stealth check, specifically to peek. Ooh, very sneaky.
On fire.
You very carefully reach out and just gently holding the curtain with one finger, peek your head around, and you can see, standing on a ladder in front of a basin, a creature in nurse orderly clothing standing on a ladder overlooking a basin. Make a perception check, please. Renza, I also need you to make a perception check.
Okay. I'm probably not going to do well.
It's okay. Steph
Was
did
that a
pretty
double
good.
19?
Steph got a double 19, yeah.
Azuma notices as the creature leans over the basin and appears to be holding things in her hand, maybe chunks of meat, and dropping them in. Azuma notices that there's no splash.
No. Oh no.
Oh.
My perception check was
Does
for
not.
the body.
Your perception check does not notice the corpse
Guys,
on
I'm
the
dead.
table sit up and features shift from one of a dead, mutilated corpse to the same creature that stands overlooking the basin. A big, wicked, gleaming knife in her hand. Ozma, I need you to roll initiative. You are in the surprise round.
Oh,
Ooh.
surprise round. Sorry, ignore my roll. My brain jumped ahead.
Go Azuma. Oh, there's another one. Son of a bitch.
Ooh, hot,
Motherfucker.
risky,
Me.
hot, diddly damn. I just
Diggity damn indeed.
cannot beat that.
That's why rogues
You-
want to go first. It's flat-footed. He needs
Go
surprise
first.
round. Huzzah!
Important
you.
thing about surprise rounds, you can still charge.
Yes, you
You
can.
can only move 30 feet, but you can still charge something.
Well, I mean, I can't right now because I.
Yes, you can. It's your turn.
Yeah, as if you, it is your turn. You start off, and if you're acting during the surprise round, or if there's ever a condition where your movement speed, you're not able to take a full round action, you can still charge as a standard action. You can only move up to your speed.
It's
Oh,
a
wait,
it is
a
special
straight
charging
line.
rule.
It
And
is.
yes, you do have a straight line.
Oh, then I'm gonna charge it.
Haha!
Hold on, I
Give
gotta.
me.
Give me 2
These things have
seconds.
D8 claws.
It is also flat-footed, so you get your sneak attack.
Yes, it is.
Didn't expect you to react so swiftly and stab it in the back of the neck, not throat, because that would be forward. Let's go, Azuma. Let's go.
Go. Let's go.
Hold on, I lost my page. There it is. Oh god, nope, that was not the right one. There's the tab.
That's a hit.
Oh,
Nice.
17.
It's also flat-footed AC.
I was giggling because 17 is a...
Kill it.
Rowan gets it.
Hi.
Well, I do not.
Okay,
Let's-
there's the damage.
You get your sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
And you get
I
your
know.
sneak attack.
Oh, okay,
I
you're
put them
rolling
in
it separate.
separate.
Alright, that's cool, that's cool.
I know what I'm doing.
All good. All good.
Maybe. Nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
shit.
Right to where the liver should be.
You run up, dash forward as soon as you notice that thing's not making any sound. And is probably an illusion. Turn back around and you notice the corpse rising up off of the table. You lunge towards it as it turns towards Renza, knife in hand, and you catch it right in the side of the abdomen. It lets out a groan of pain. And it turns to slice at you.
Thank you.
Oh, it didn't go for the easy kill.
That is going to be a miss. Very, very narrowly,
Oh.
it attempts to lash out at you with the dagger in its hand.
You're welcome, Renza.
She probably could have dropped me in one hit, so.
I
Can
could have
make a
dropped
perception
me
check.
with one hit.
Can make a perception check? It's the body
Yes.
that I'm planning on punching in the face, isn't it? Oh, I don't notice the body coming up, even though it's totally gonna be my first action. It's gonna punch the body in the face.
The body you don't know is there yet. Because you didn't look back through the curtain.
I
You just
assumed
see
with the
lumps on the
lantern
body.
we could see a silhouette of a body,
You see lumps on a table.
which I'm going to assume is a body because there was one up there that came to life, so I was going to yank the curtain away and punch that body as well.
We still need to roll initiative for the actual round.
I mean, we do, but I'm stuck in a perception check at the moment.
Roll initiative.
Oh. Yay!
Fuck.
It's not shit.
Holy shit!
Hot damn!
You are on fire!
Well, our crit machine is rolling her 19s and 20s. This is
That's
good.
the stuff.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be on initiatives. I have a good initiative mod. I don't
mean-
need the 20s.
Initiatives are helpful.
Especially because it's
Everyone have
No, it's
their
not
initiative
like
in. Good, 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 good. First up, Azuma.
I'm gonna stab this thing again.
Okay.
Must stab the bitch. Is it flat-footed still?
No, it is not. It has
'Cause-
acted.
Nope.
Okay. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure how surprise rounds translated into the regular round, so that stuff. Oof.
The drawback on your second swing is a little awkward, and it's a little off this time as you thrust forward, and there's a step to the side, and it whiffs.
Eh,
Ah, my entire room smells of WD-40.
I'm
Anything
sorry.
with your move action?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here. She needs me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Double checking something very quickly. I need to know, are you trained in sense motive?
Me?
Yes.
Give me 2 seconds.
Ah.
Yes, I am.
What is your sense motive bonus?
+5.
+5. Oh, God. This is going to go poorly.
For you, I hope, right?
No. The doctor, with the creature, I guess calling it a doctor would be a bit of an abomination, but it is wearing the clothes, takes a fast darting swipe towards Renza's neck, and then just as she does, and just as Azuma, your body jerks to react, rushing to put yourself, sort of try to deflect the blow, the knife stops mid-slice and comes back towards you, attempting to catch you now that you've been put off your balance. What is your flat-footed AC?
13.
Improved feints.
That is going to catch you. Ooh, the dagger sinks deep into your side, cutting through the armor. You take 6 points of damage.
Oh.
She's using a dagger, not her claws.
Yeah.
The creature grins a lipless grin, leering at you. More subjects for my experiment. There.
Can we move Azuma to the front, please?
You are up
right.
there.
Sorry. 5-footing, and then I'm going to, after seeing my ally hurt, cast Cure Light on Azuma.
Thank you.
5 points.
Whew, most of that damage recovered.
And that is another spell spent.
I have added to the chat A larger image of the token.
Yeah,
Yep.
fuck that.
Oh, I don't like her.
She's looking at you. Ken.
Ken reaching out for the cloth. A whir of activity suddenly happens behind him. Sure that Renza is finally making her move and trying to slit his throat, he turns and sees, nope, that's not Renza. I don't like that. I'm gonna go punch it. This is a Sid strike.
Oh, fuck, that's a hit!
Finally!
Finally! Fuck these things. I want to be done with them.
Oh, fuck, it's happening after this third session.
Third fucking session. He's not entirely sure what this does, but let's see what happens when I throw this fist at him. Oh god, that's what happens.
Oh, God.
Oh my god!
You swing your fists with the vial tucked neatly in the front of the sort of tight-fitted sash, and you swing it forward, and it makes contact with the side of the creature's face. And the impact is all good, and the impact is right, and it reels backwards. And then there is a rush of flame that echoes back from around the fist, coating almost part of your upper arm, but mostly coating her face as a second blow erupts out around her, scorching the table and scorching some of the meat on the ground.
Is this one of your homebrew archetype abilities?
I have just used my first bomb for the day.
Rowan, I would like to confirm something that I don't think we ever actually discussed when you and I were putting this together.
Yes.
The benefit
The
of the
splash. The splash, I assume the target that gets hit counts as the first square up the splash. So
No.
at this angle, the splash would fill. No, the splash goes like this.
Yes.
That is how
The
it
splash originates
wins.
from the square behind the person.
That was
So
how it was
in
explained
this
to me,
case-
is how this one would, or is how it would usually work. I assume, given this,
No, based on what Rowan just said, it would fill.
It goes
Yeah,
like
that's what I thought. This is what I thought, Ed. But according to Rowan, it's this. So, that is ever so slightly absurd.
in the best possible way.
its face is rocked backwards, and as soon as it pulls back to look at what the fuck did that to it, most of its flesh is scarred off of the bone. And you can see small, almost worm-like tendrils reaching out from inside the cheek, trying to knit itself back together, but it's not quite working.
Ken blinks and stares at his fist and stares at what's left of its face. And just staring.
Nevaeh, I guess you make a perception check, please.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
You notice just in time the sound of the curtain being pulled back. When walking through with a leering grin in your direction it's the woman from downstairs. The one who played in the man's intestines like a kid in a water fountain. And her fingers grow long, thin, pointed, and glinting sharp as she slices at you. That's going to be a hit.
How much, though?
9.
Uh,
Oh god.
The claws reach out and slice across your midsection, scoring through your armor and digging into your chest. My puppets have come back to the table! Good, we'll pick up where we left off!
Finish it, Renza.
This song.
I'm gonna 5-foot step and shout, Azuma, move! And I'm going to prepare an action to flame arc.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Azuma?
Am I safe here?
You're gonna find out!
Fine, so.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, before she does anything, I want to try and take a stab.
Okay.
No.
Technically, your stab would go after hers. Once her action would immediately go off as soon as you cleared line of fire.
Yep.
But your turn isn't interrupted. You still get the rest of your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you will get the rest of your turn. I just get my ability first. So, Rowan, as Azuma dives out of the way, as per instructions, I curl my hand up into a fist as fire begins to leak between the cracks of my fingers. I thrust the fist forward towards the doppelganger's face, seeing how well that worked with Ken. I open the palm and a jet of fire fills the room.
Oh, fuck. I need to check something really quick.
It is a supernatural ability. It does not provoke AOs.
That's exactly what I was about to check.
It's like Scott.
Congratulations. What's the save? Oh, sweet Jesus.
That is a DC 15 reflex save.
DC 15. Okay, let's go with the nice
think
lady
it
with the red hair on the
matters
back.
for that one.
Let's try the nice lady with the red hair on the back. DC 15 reflex save. Nope.
Yeah, but what about the
Let's
big
go with
one?
the lady in the front with the beautiful tongue.
What's left of it?
Creepy tongue lady. Fucking that is a 15.
Okay.
Barely a pass.
Presumably
So
for
she
half.
takes- Yep. So she takes 5. She takes 11.
Ooh.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That didn't feel too good.
So damn close.
Wait, is this one still alive?
Yep.
Barely.
I moved my token for a moment to check the health bar.
The woman in the back sort of tries to pull up her arms to defend her face and ends up just taking a flame arc that completely engulfs her midsection, scorching through the sheet behind it and lighting it on fire.
I assume that there's lots and lots of light now.
I can see.
The creature with the knife, as soon as you tell Azuma to duck, tries to barely pull herself back to get out of the way and is only partially successful. Speaking of which...
No.
Oh yes, Azuma still gets the rest of her turn, of course.
Thanks.
Bad creepy Dr. Bitch trying to go out. No, you wait your turn.
I was about to say I'm gonna stab the redheaded bitch, but that's also me, so...
No,
The other
but see,
head.
you're the nice one. That's the. You haven't tried to
I'm
kill us
so
yet. You're not a bitch.
distracted by the giant pillar of flame that goes past my head.
Yeah, you turn to stab at the redhead just as, like, at her abdomen as the pillar of fire arcs through her abdomen, and end up averting your arm to the side to avoid getting scorched by the blaze. Renza?
I'm getting stabbed.
At. You're getting
Yep.
stabbed.
I have a 13 AC.
Natural 1.
You're not getting stabbed.
You're not dead.
Yay!
See the reflex save. just goddamn. She turns and thrusts out towards you, but because of the combination of your flame catching her part in the face and Ken's explosion catching her most in the face, she misjudges her swing and ends up impaling the weapon in the table beside you.
Nice.
And she is not able to retrieve it.
Not so nice. That means she has to use her claws now. We have to kill her before she hits someone.
And she attempts to swipe at you with the claw as an iterative attack.
Takes a massive.
Not iterative. Secondary natural.
Yeah. Still subject to the
It's
negative
at
5.
-5.
You might
It means
live.
its function as an iterative attack.
I mean, technically, as far as math works, yes, but
And that's a 20.
yep. Well,
I'm getting hit. I'm
Yeah.
likely going down. Doppelgangers suck. Why are they the only medium-sized creatures with D8 claws?
because
there
fuck you.
is no minor effect.
Yay!
Oh, you meant nat 20.
Yeah, you
Yes.
did.
Oh,
Yeah, I was a little
Yes.
confused how I got a 20 with a -5 at this level.
No, nat 20.
Okay.
For a total
doppelgangers
of
have like an strength score.
nat 20 for a total of a 22.
Ooh.
Oh,
No minor effect.
So just max
Max
damage.
damage.
You take 12 points of damage.
oh my god. They're stronger than I thought they were. Oh my god.
How much health do you
Nope.
have?
Sorry, not 12.
7.
9. You take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Ah.
That's a little better.
Miscalculated the strength bonus of the secondary attack.
But to answer your question, I have 7 hit points. I now have -2.
That means
Oh,
you're not dead
God.
yet. It means you're not dead yet. She's a caster. We got this.
Yeah,
As long
you're
as-
not dead.
As long as Nevaeh doesn't.
And Renza drops and 5-foot step.
Oh god.
I
that
got her.
He's
You just don't, let yourself die.
Nevaeh.
I'm going to open my palm and a form of gears starts to shift around it, and I'm going to reach out and try and tap the woman. Melee touch attack.
You're trying to erase her?
Yes, I am. No!
Oh, son of a bitch.
Question: is it expended if I miss? I can't find anything about that.
Yes.
Depends on the effect.
I would say yes,
Okay.
as most like that are expended upon miss.
Like, cure spells aren't, because you can hold them for a certain amount of time. I know that much.
It is a supernatural, not a spell-like, which means that
Yeah.
no, it does not
Yeah.
keep a charge.
No, yeah. Oh, okay.
Damn.
That was That would have been great, but oh god.
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna 5 foot there.
Oh, why
Okay.
would you do that?
Ken.
Oh god, now it's a matter of which one of you two do I want to save. That one. 5-footing. There. Yeah, 5 foot there. And starting with an unarmed strike, followed up with a bite.
Okay. That's a miss.
Oh, damn. Alright. In that case, it's +3 -5. +3 -5. Shit!
That's a miss. You swing and gnash your teeth, but she is not getting caught with one of those again. Is not interested in having anything to do with you. She turns towards Azuma. And is going to attempt to claws.
Oh.
That's one hit. For 5 points of damage. And a second hit.
Well,
For another 5 points of damage.
This is looking like a TPK.
Ugh. Renza, I need you to make a constitution check. The minus equal to your negative HP.
yay, I'm
You
stable.
stabilize.
Not that it matters, because Azuma's out.
Azuma, I need you to make a constitution check with a minus equal to your negative HP. You take 1 point of damage as you bleed out.
Well, this is the lowest level I have ever lost a character.
Hey.
We still have our
It's
healer.
the coup de grace
AOL. I know. I'm not confident with only a +3 on the head.
See.
Ken, the creature standing over Renza, grins as she locks eyes with you, seeming like she's boring directly into your head. You first take a -2 penalty on will saving throws.
Oh, she's a fucking mesmerist. This just got insanely harder.
And she attempts to claw at you.
No.
And a miss.
16.
I can live with a bit of mercy.
First one is a
Quite
miss.
literally.
Is it not a move action to lock on?
Swift action.
Nope, it's
Oh,
swift.
damn it.
Second one is a hit. You take 11 points of damage from the claw.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ. Nope. Jesus Christ.
As the woman cuts deep into your chest with a sadistic smile, which fades as soon as she realizes that you're not dropping. Why didn't you die? Nevaeh?
This is a tricky one.
I hate to put it this way, but the two of us take priority.
I can't see your health bar. What condition are you in?
About 3/4 dead. After one fucking hit. Oh my god.
Only got one spell left.
I will not be mad if you don't save me. Go save them.
One spell, 2 dying teammates. 2 teammates who are about to be dying.
One stabilized. I'm not, so I'm still dying.
Casting Cure on Ken.
Okay.
I'll try not to waste it, I promise.
Roll the heal.
Oh, at least it's a good roll.
Fantastic
And
roll.
then move action 5.
Get
Can I do this diagonal?
No, you have to go around long. It's a hard corner.
Alright, so 5, 10, 30. Damn.
out. Maybe the guards can help. Maybe the other guy can help. I don't know.
That's my turn.
Okay. Give me just a moment. Ken? Yep.
Five foot. And attempting to punch her. And attempting to follow up with a bite. Oh, God damn it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
GG.
Please make a will save.
Oh, with a -2 fucking penalty. So, that's a fucking -1.
You attempt to lunge forward with your teeth, but as soon as you do, something about the situation makes you realize, sort of triggers an animalistic instinct in your chest, clutches you around the heart, that if you try to swing out and overextend yourself, you're going to die. You threaten no squares for... Please roll me a d6.
And now where the coup de grace comes in.
You threaten no squares for 4 rounds.
Or at least that's my fear.
The other doppelganger walks up. You can hear she's giggling. She's laughing. I told you you'd get your chance. And she misses.
Oh, thank God. Just had a bit longer. Oh.
Oh, fucking shit. Who the fuck is this?
My neck.
Nevaeh, as
dear.
you're moving towards the door, you hear the sound of footsteps running through, and bursts forth a woman with long black hair, looks like some kind of a cleric vestment. Her eyes are wide with concern, and you see her quickly survey the scene and look to Renza and look to the steadily forming pool of blood around Azuma, where she points out her finger across the room and shouts, "Stabilize!" Looking to Nevaeh, "Come on, we have to go!" The creature grimaces, turning to face the newcomer. With a sneer and a hiss. And turns away from Ken and walks towards the newcomer. Nevaeh, did you have a weapon in hand?
Yes, I have my dagger.
You get an AOO.
It's gonna be a shit roll, but I'll take it.
Please, for the love of God. Come on, Jesus. Come on,
Oh,
Oh, that is a miss.
you guys don't mind. I'm just gonna roll a bunch of d20s for a moment.
And she slashes out towards the newcomer, who barely pulls up her hands and manages to deflect most of the blow off of her shirt. Nevaeh.
Where? I am going to back up. My odds are higher, but at the same time, she says we have to go.
She just
Hell, I
engaged
know
in
what
melee
that
if you're
means.
thinking about throwing the dagger.
Yeah, that would lower my chances. I will. Oh, this could go horribly wrong. 5 foot there. Nope, I forgot the slash. Mother!
That's a miss.
Okay, you're actually rolling good now. Stop.
I have to clear the macro.
And they're green at 20s.
Yeah.
Ken.
Going to 5 foot and attempt to punch.
You hit.
Yes. Cold clock on the back of the head. Down, bitch.
You swing around with as much strength as your fist can muster as the creature's attempting to tear the new woman to shreds, and you catch her in the back of the head. Slam. She thumps down to the ground.
I'm gonna follow up with the bite just to make sure that one's fucking dead. I've got the bite anyways, I might as well follow up. +3, -5, plus the helpless and prone and all that other
That's a
bullshit.
hit.
Which is a d6 +3. So, another 6. Just to make sure she's...
Ooh, just to make double sure.
They played dead once already.
Exactly.
And then, behind you...
I assume the will save is gone. Is the no AOO still there?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
2 attacks coming towards you. 1 miss. 2 miss.
Oh
Swish,
my
swipe.
God.
As soon as that target gets down, you immediately turn around to the one coming up behind you, duck the first claw, and then step back, pull yourself away for the second.
Oh, thank God.
Hot, crispy, damn.
Moment of truth. Is this bitch on our side or not?
This woman takes a step, holds out her hand, mutters, "May the lady watch you." Taps you on the back. Guidance.
+1 to my next d20. If I remember right.
Nevaeh.
Oh, it's my turn. They are engaged in melee.
You can start dragging Renza and Azuma out of here. If nothing else. Oh God.
Reaching down to pick me up would provoke.
He could probably step over and do it.
Hard corner.
You're an unconscious body, it's just a table with 4 legs. If you tell me he can't pick you up from that.
I would say he could reach and start dragging you around the corner.
Okay.
Like if it was if it was like an island, I could totally see that argument,
Alright,
Scott,
I'm
but it's
going
just a
to
table.
try swinging at the woman. Of course. And then I'm going to 5 feet away.
Ken, you get a +1 on this roll.
Yep. I'll I'll go for the 2 attacks. Double my d20 chances. So a +1 or 2 on this
That's a hit.
one, which isn't needed.
21.
And then the follow up with the bite.
Also a hit.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, so... can I roll them together?
Yeah.
Okay. Plus 1d6. Plus 3. Oh! Well,
Ooh, Min. She's still standing. Fuck.
I figured she would. I don't have my big hit. He starts to regret having used the other one and then looks down at Renza and realizes, no, I made the right call.
2 attacks coming at you. First one's a hit.
Yep. This is gonna hurt.
5 points of damage.
This is gonna hurt a lot.
Second one's a hit.
This is really gonna hurt. Roll low.
Oh, 9 points of damage.
And he slumps. God fucking damn it.
The newcomer lets out a curse of despair. Takes a step looking to Nevaeh. Go!
Couldn't fucking believe Nevaeh is still here. Son of a bitch. Couldn't
Nevaeh.
believe that you're still here, you know. God damn it.
Let's see. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I did diagonal. 50, 55, 60.
One hit on her. Jesus Christ.
Skipped Ken, but there was my stabilization check.
Is that with the -2?
Yeah, it is. I know it's a fail.
First slice. Five, 10, 15, 20, 45, 55. You hear a cry and a groan of pain and frustration echo out from the chamber behind you. You won't get away! The woman comes up behind you, Nevaeh. Just move to the chamber down the hall.
I forget. Is any of this difficult terrain?
Not that you're stepped out here, no.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60.
Ken, make a stabilization.
Hey, I'm not bleeding
You
out anymore.
stabilize.
I'm also in the middle of a room alone with a psychopath.
The footsteps continue pacing out, echoing around the corner. Coming up behind you, the woman is attempting to keep pace with you, Nevaeh. She comes up behind. As soon as you hear duck, duck. Nevaeh.
Keeps running forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I know this place. Can you guys see that in the room?
No.
The black,
Can't see anything.
the black ping that you're making in our room.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
But that's
Yes.
What?
That is the right spot.
The creature is chasing, crying out, I'll cut you to shreds. I'll tear you to pieces. I'll rend you bone from bone. Nevaeh?
I mean, told me to run. 5, 10. I mean, I guess I'm gonna try the door.
You rush for the door. It's locked. You notice the tips of crossbows peeking out from beside the barricade.
I'm gonna get up. Well, yeah, that would have been 2 moves trying the door.
Mm-hmm. Winter calls out as she spins around and tries to throw herself to the ground as the creature comes charging out of the darkness, screaming at the top of her lungs, blood dripping from her claws, saliva flying from her teeth, her form switching in between every person that you've seen thus far and some that you don't recognize in that horrific alien monstrosity form. Winter calls out, Duck!
Drops.
As does she, as a hail of crossbow bolts fly out from behind the barricade. One caught in the chest, one caught in the leg, and the last one right in the eye. The creature keeps pace, running as her legs give out from under her, slumping and falling in a skid to the ground. End of initiative.
I am in a fetal position, arms around my head, and legs tucked into my chest.
You hear footsteps coming up behind you as you feel a soft hand on your back. Were there any others? Were there any other dead bodies that were intact? That seemed weird. Come on, please. You need to focus. I know it's hard, but you need to focus.
What? What are you asking?
Was there anything else that could have been a doppelganger in that room?
No. There was one on the table. And something that it sort of vanished, but there was only the two of them.
Make a diplomacy check. She sighs, nods. Step back from the door. Come around. She does. You hear a click and the door opening. Two men step out and begin making their way up the hallway, very, very carefully, very slowly, watching each other's back, crossbows at the ready as they go.
I'm actually going to move over, and I'm going to search the body.
You sigh, crouching over the body, beginning to flip it for anything, and sift. Beyond the clothes, the creature's not carrying anything.
All right. For good measure and peace of mind, I'm going to drive my dagger through its skull.
You lean over and place the dagger against the creature's temple and just press your body weight onto it. Sinking down, sending a spurt of blood across the floor that slowly begins to ooze in all the cracks and crevices in the hallway. As the body seizures in spasms, flitting back and forth between different faces before finally falling into the form that you recognize a doppelganger to have now. The woman steps up behind you and places a hand on your shoulder. Come with me.
All right.
The others are taking care of your friends.
That's good.
Actually, should technically be...
Oh, that's weird. That's why. The lighting right there looked a little weird, and then the little blockade popped up.
Yeah. As she walks around the corner, she opens the door and comes face to face with the crazed man. that stopped your coming through before. He seems to be barring the doorway as she glares at him. Captain, please step aside. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't buy it. We've seen too much. Come on, Winter. You can't be this dense. Boston! Move. This is on you if this goes belly up. This is on you. She turns to you. I'm sorry. The man, even if you don't look at him, you can feel him giving you the stink eye as you walk past.
More like limp.
She pushes the door open and steps inside and
Into a very dark room. Oh, there they go.
What are you talking about? Every room is very dark.
No, the lamps took a moment to load in or something.
You step into what appears to be a fairly large chapel. Improvised pallets are clustered beneath sculpted divinities, and cooking fires burn beneath cracked windows. Panes of violet and blue-stained glass form spiraling patterns between prison-like bars, while dozens of candles flicker from modest alcove shrines. In, you see a mishmash of different people. Some laying on the pallets, sort of hurriedly makeshift beds. Some standing, chatting in idle conversation. Something that you mostly notice is how not defeated, but on edge everyone appears. Come on in. Take a rest as soon as they grab your companions. I'll do what I can to treat your wounds.
Thank you. For everything.
She points to one of the pallets that's unoccupied. Go take a seat. And she steps back out into the hall, closing the door behind her. After a couple of moments, the other guards return. Companions in tow slung over their arms. With the woman close behind.
The sunrod.
Yeah, I can't see without it.
Still clutched tightly in my half-dead tail. Oh no, my poor tail. It's gonna be so mad at me. I'll have to soothe him. Rowan, did I fall on my tail when I fell?
You slumped forward,
Oh, okay, God.
sort of turned to the side. But actually, now that you mentioned it, the sun rod did get...
They didn't think to pick it up. Like, seriously.
Oh well.
They didn't want a
You know
light
where it is
source.
if you go get it.
Fucking cunt. But by the time we wake up, it's gonna be doused. I mean, maybe. It lasts like 12 hours.
The woman nods at the guards who turn, open the door, and head back out. And she gestures to you, Nevaeh, to come over. She closes her eyes and reaches up to the silver spiraling symbol that hangs from a loose string of twine around her neck.
Knowledge religion?
Yes.
Knowledge, let her fucking channel first, damn it!
That is a holy symbol of Pharasma, Lady of Graves.
Okay. Now we can say Ken. Holy symbol, must knowledge check.
Gentle, soft, white light glows from between her fingers and washes over all of you, and everyone heals 5 points of damage. She sighs, and a bit of the color fades from her admittedly already pale cheeks. It's my last one for the day.
Ken awakes with a start, eyes fluttering open. Immediately, this is not the same ceiling. Starts fidgeting, scrambles, sits up, notices everyone. They did it again.
Everything's fine.
And now
Ken.
it starts again. This is how they get you. This is how it starts.
Everything's fine.
Nick,
We're in a safe place.
Oh,
Nick, would you
there's nothing
accompany
safe.
me to the nightmare?
Oh, motherfucker!
Oh.
What did I do? Oh shit! Sorry, guys. Oh fuck!
Welcome to the nightmare.
No, not welcome. Fuck yourself.
I'm so glad you could make it.
I'm not.
Please make a will save.
Oh, son of a bitch. Am I taking penalties?
No?
What the motherfucking shit is this for? God damn it.
Interesting. Ken, when you awake, you sort of, time has sort of started to blur together a bit. You're not quite entirely sure what just happened or where you are, and you're not sure how you got here, but you know that you're here. You find yourself amidst a seemingly endless cloud of yellow vapor. Alone. Wandering. Make a perception check. Peering closer through the vapor, you see shapes, things forming and vanishing almost simultaneously in the mist, fleeting, unsettling, horrifying things that the moment that you focus on them, try to figure out what exactly it is you're looking at, they disappear almost as if your mind is unwilling to register the reality of what you're seeing.
No, this is.
What do you do?
Is my gauntlet loaded?
You don't have your gauntlet.
What do I have?
On your back, there's an empty backpack. You have your clothes, and you have what appears to be a finger bone tucked inside your pocket.
Okay, well, the finger bone is obviously a lucky talisman. I'm going to keep that safe. He's going to pull that out and clutch it. Hold it tight and hold that hand against his chest with his, off hand, and then with his dominant hand, he'll hold that also close to his chest, but more of a fist. And as soon as out of the corner of the eye he sees something approach, he swings at it without actually looking at it.
You find yourself swinging and whiffing as the mist boils around you. It seems like there's always something peeking just out of the corner of your eye. You swing and swing and swing as a curse, or maybe a blessing, never finding out what it was your fist would make contact with. Before you see something else in the distance, a shape that you recognize, a humanoid shape. And when you focus on it, it doesn't blur out or distort, it gets sharper before pushing through the fog an exhausted-looking man. A ponytail of straight, white hair and scrubs of yellow chalk adorning his forehead. Gasps, stumbles, trips, falls to his knees, tries to pull himself up, muttering something to himself as he tries to run past you. He doesn't even seem to register that you're there.
Could I understand what he was muttering?
It's too quiet as he got close. Do you attempt to do anything as he runs past?
Oh crap! What has Ken been saying? That's how they get you. You're running from them, aren't you? Them, did they get to you? And I'm going to start running with him.
He stops, looks at you, his eyes go wide. He stifles a gasp and turns and looks at you, stopping in his tracks. We're all lost here. We'll never escape. He turns and he runs off away from you. Do you attempt to keep pace?
Yeah, dude's got the right idea. They're everywhere. They're always watching. We can only run.
You start jogging and running and running and trying to keep pace, but he keeps... You're losing him. He's closing distance. He's increasing the distance, or it's more like the distance between you is increasing.
Oh, he must be the key. They don't want me to
You look
find him.
down, and you see your feet aren't actually moving across the stone on the ground. They're just sliding over it. As you hear him screaming, "What have I done? What have I done?"
Going to yell out, "Fight the good fight, brother! Don't let them catch you!"
And you wake up.
Yeah,
Push
I know.
it up like
I know.
that. Flash. Okay.
I know.
Hi.
Hi.
Ken's awake now.
Fight the good fight! Don't let them catch you!
He awakes screaming.
Jesus Christ! Ken, it's all right.
I'm back here. They know.
Everything's fine, Ken.
They know.
And with that
We're
scream,
safe.
Azuma's gonna wake up with a start, see a bunch of people standing around her, and she's gonna back herself into a corner. Where's the nearest corner?
There.
Yeah, there.
That's not a corner.
Well, she was trying to back herself into a tiny little alcove. Backs herself into the corner with her knife out, wrapping herself as tight in her robe as she physically can.
Renza, upon hearing the scream, she was beginning to come to, and she's suddenly in fight or flight mode as well, and there is more fire sprouting from her fist. She does not throw it at anything yet, because she takes a moment to look around and realize that she's not actually in danger.
It just spurts through your clenched fist.
Yes.
Guys, everything's fine. We're all alive, and we're in a relatively safe place.
Okay, this is a new starting point. We must have passed their test. We passed their test.
The woman, which Nevaeh now knows to be named Winter, coughs and reaches up and wipes a stream of blood from her mouth. I need to sit down.
Just wondering, how dark is this room?
Very
It
bright.
is well lit.
Okay, then why can I still not see anything?
You should be able to
Okay.
see.
No, yeah, from that position you should be able to see.
Oh, I don't see much, but...
You should be able to see line of sight.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, if you move out of that
that's cool.
corner, you'll probably be able to see a little bit better.
Line of
Actually.
sight's your issue there.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, she's good. Although these
Winter.
are awkward little alcoves.
Oh, yeah. Winter limps over and collapses onto one of the flats.
I'm going to take a moment to look around the room. Where are we?
Were you present for the description given to Derek earlier?
Apparently not.
He had gone to the bathroom.
I shall happily reiterate.
Thank you.
Improvised pallets are clustered beneath sculpted divinities, and cooking fires burn beneath cracked windows in this chapel. Panes of violet and blue stained glass form spiraling patterns between prison-like bars, while dozens of candles flicker from modest alcove shrines.
Okay. So, some sort of small chapel that's been turned into a refugee camp. After taking a moment to look around, I'm going to follow Winter over to where she's sitting. So, what happened there at the end?
That thing is dead.
By the time I arrived and gotten there, you and points over to Azuma in the corner, her were bleeding out into the stone. Your tiefling friend was struck down only seconds later, and her and I were forced to run before the doppelganger was shot down by the guards at the barricade.
Okay.
So you don't have to keep on referring to me as her. Then my name's Nevaeh. At least that's
Renza.
the only name I can remember.
She nods in recognition.
Well,
She looks up to Renza. That won't be happening again.
I can't say I was expecting.
Took enough of a risk leaving the chapel the first time.
I can't say I was expecting it the first time, so I'll mark it up as good fortune and assume it'll never happen again. Is there anything that I can do to pay you back for that?
Are you any competency as a healer? I've exhausted my channels for the day.
No, unfortunately,
Well, there's some stuff that this chapel needs anyways. From corner, Renza, make a perception check.
Okay. With my terrible mod.
You do not notice what's going on in the corner until the voices begin to escalate. No, I'm not going to. You can't trick me. You can't trick me. I won't take. You're making me sick. You're poisoning me. Loic.
Going.
Look at me. Come on, meet my eyes. We talked about this. Come on. Winter looks over in the corner, sighs.
Bit hesitantly, I'm going to say to Winter, may I?
She nods.
And I'm going to approach the two in the corner.
Loic, come on. Look at me. Look at me, hon. Come on. Just make eye contact like we talked about. Can you feel my hand? I'm here. I can feel you. Not much else though. I don't know. No, I can't. No, they all feel real. Come on, please, just take your medicine. Take your medicine. No, you can't. You can't trick me. You can't trick me by taking her face.
May I? Speaking to the woman.
The woman looks over. If you can do something to help, he's not taking his medication. He has hallucinations, and the medication is supposed to control it, but he's not listening.
Okay. Rowan, is he sitting, standing, kneeling, crouching, curled up?
He is sitting, and the woman is knelt in front of him, holding his hands, trying to continue to
ground?
reassure him. Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to take a step forward, staying off the cot, and I'm going to sit down next to her and a little bit off to the side from him, cross-legged. Hello there.
The man looks to the... Loic looks to the woman, and looks to you, looks to the woman, and she gently squeezes his hand and nods. Looks... Hi, hello.
I'm Renza. What's your name?
Loic Solon.
Hello, Loic. Nice to meet you.
He grimaces, cringes, his face momentarily scrunched up into an expression of pain. Sorry, could you say that again? I didn't hear you.
It's nice to meet you.
Right. Nice to meet you too.
Having troubles?
She keeps coming back. I don't want her to come back anymore. I don't want to forget her, but I don't want her to come back again.
Somebody keeps...
His lip bites. He bites
appearing?
his lip hard, and the woman looks over to you. Loic lost his sister when he was a child. She continues to visit him in hallucinations, both auditory and recently visual, and the medication is supposed to take care of her, right? It's supposed to keep her safe. It's supposed to keep her away. He starts shaking his head. I have to go. She needs me. She needs my help.
I don't think that there's much you'll be able to do to help.
She's crying. She needs me.
think that it's important before you try to help her that you find a way to help yourself, to calm down and think so that you can help her with a clear and positive mind. If you rush into something, you risk getting hurt, and you risk getting her hurt. Take
Make
a moment.
diplomacy check.
Thank you. I'm good at this.
Ooh,
Wham!
you're very good at this. God damn.
Normally you only see sorcerers with the good social skills.
Exploit-based Arcanist, yo.
Yup.
He sort of grits his teeth, looks back and forth between you and the woman. And after a moment of silence, he nods. And the woman reaches into a pouch at her waist, takes out a small capsule, and hands it to Moak. Places it in his mouth, bites down, and swallows.
There. Now just take a couple minutes, breathe deeply, and try to center yourself. After that, we can see what we can do.
He nods slowly, and he looks down as he, still holding the woman's hand, clutches his knees to his chest and begins silently sobbing. The woman looks up to you and mouths, "Thank you."
As I stand, I'll pat her on the shoulder and give her a smile.
Looking back, Winter looks at you with a smile and nods. That's certainly going to go a long way to keeping things calm around here. Thank you.
No problem. Can I ask for a little bit of a favor in exchange? I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, and
At the moment, she climbs to her feet and grits her teeth as she clutches at a wound you notice is pretty clearly fresh. There's still more things to do. There's wounded to attend to. There's firewood that needs to be prepared. There's food that needs to be prepared. Especially as it's getting, I think, closer to the evening. It's hard to tell.
alright.
Where are we?
I'm going to lean over to Nevaeh a little bit and whisper, I think that was her way of saying that she'll answer questions if we help out around the place a bit.
Well, I guess that's reasonable.
You take a moment to
gonna
observe
go
this
approach.
conversation in the side. You catch up in the chatty club over in the corner.
I was planning on approaching the two of them after.
Which would be perfect with the timing of our last entry. What are they doing? I don't know. Talking to that one. Oh, look, here they come. Which is fine, because I imagine most of Ken's conversation bits are slow, with constant furtive glances over at the rest of them. So it could take as long or as short as needed for you to finish.
Ken's going to get eye strain from looking out the corner of his eye so much. I don't know if you can break your pupils, but he's probably going to. Shifty motherfucker.
I mean, you say that like he hasn't already.
And
you can force a lazy eye, so...
You two okay? At least for the moment?
Ken backs himself in the corner when he notices you approaching.
Oh, jeez.
Azuma will very carefully nod.
Okay.
I think I liked. There's no cages here. He nods matter of factly.
Yeah, you're right. I think we're going to be allowed to stay here as long as we help out around the place. And winter seems Winter might be willing to fill us in a bit on what's going on here and where we are if we help out a bit. Either of you any good at cooking?
Ken's gonna look over his. He's gonna open his bag and look in it at the the alchemy crafting kit, and start pulling out the little miniature Bunsen burners and beakers and whatnot. Yes.
Maybe go talk to Winter then and ask if you can help with the food preparation.
Putting away his supplies.
Unless you'd rather help chop firewood or you know how to properly wrap a wound.
I'm quite good at all of these things. I am clearly the most beneficial one here.
In that case, I'd encourage you to pick one and ask Winter where you can go to help.
As they're having this conversation, Azuma's gonna look at her bag, look at her hands, and then just look back up at you.
If you can't think of any, or if you're not too good at the bandaging or the cooking, you can at least help with the firewood unless you'd, I'm thinking about, checking with the guards and, going to fetch those supplies that I, had pulled out of the wreckage earlier. If you'd rather come with me to pick those up.
Yes, you should keep an eye on this one. He points to. He's talking to Azuma and points to Renza. I don't think she's with them, but you can never be too careful.
I'm not really helpful for much. I can't really carry much. Or cook. Or anything for that matter. She's just gonna stare at you wide-eyed.
Do you want to come with me then?
Sure. I can
Okay.
hide and stab things.
Then you can cover my back.
Gonna nod and stand up, ready to go.
Okay. Nevaeh.
Yep.
Winter looks over to you and smiles, nodding in gratitude, pointing over to, gesturing to the two laying on pallets right next to her. One of them, the one to the south, a young man, and the one on the northern pallet, a woman clutching at her leg. They both seem sort of out of it, looking over. This is Erwin and Bates. Erwin has a Aaron suffered a broken leg and several broken ribs, from the best I can tell. And Bates was... She pauses and looks sort of uncomfortably down at the boy. Nevaeh, make a perception check.
I can do that.
You notice a couple of bite marks across the kid's arms and some across his face.
What was he, attacked by rats?
Inmates.
Oh. I'll see what I can do for Bates.
She nods and you take a step over and... Oh, if you're going to feed him the potion.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. Oh. Just ignore that flavor text. This is a potion.
Most of the bite marks, now that you look closer, definitely humanoid teeth patterns, begin to lightly glow and knit themselves back together as the boy turns in his slumber and seems to rest much more peacefully now. Winter lets out a sigh of relief. Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, Nev cracks a little smile.
It's not perfect, but it should help. If you wouldn't mind tending to Erwin as well overnight.
I can do that.
Thank you. How are you at the heal skill?
I forget. Can you do it untrained?
I always forget that one too. Give me a second. I think so, but
Yes, you
I
can.
don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I guarantee you Ken's better.
yes, you can.
I mean,
Not that he would
You
offer.
are going to need to provide long-term care. Which will take 8 hours over the course of this next period and is a DC 15.
And deprives you of your rest.
Well, about what time is it? It's getting close to night, right?
It's hard to tell. Honestly. It's been dark since you crawled up out of the out from underneath the out from under the ground.
There was lots of cloud cover when we were outside in the fog, right?
Mm-hmm.
A significant amount.
Alright, well, let's see whether the dice really fucking hate me or not. And we'll figure out the sleep issue later. Hey!
Fantastic. You are going to be able to provide long-term care. That's what Nevaeh is doing, tending. Ken, what are you up to?
Would start to approach after leaving the conversation. You there, pointing to the Winter, because he doesn't know her name. I don't think. And if he heard it, he doesn't remember it already.
Okay.
She turns and holds a finger to her lips, like, shh. Yes?
You need someone capable of cooking or healing or chopping firewood. All three of these things I'm quite adept at.
Nevaeh is taking care of Erwin and Bates. She points over to this corner here by the door, where there's a pile of splintered furniture and fallen support beams. If you could help turn some of that into firewood, unfortunately all we have for tools are a crowbar and a hand axe. Or you could give me a hand with preparing some food.
Rowan, before I make a decision, is there any way I can argue craft alchemy to make something decent to eat?
No. You could make a profession cook or a survival check.
He will turn and pick up the hand axe and begin chopping up bits of wood.
Okay. So make either a strength check or a survival check. You have a bonus to your strength check because of the crowbar.
How much of a bonus? 2, right? Never mind. So I can roll a +5 or a +7. I'll take the survival, Alex, and fail miserably. I don't know how to chop wood.
You need to make a strength check, please.
I'll just overcome it with brute force.
You manage to, though you cannot go through this precisely and specifically, that's not happening. you are able to brute force through the process of chopping wood and spend about an hour chopping through wood until it looks like you have enough to keep the fires stoked through the night.
Oh, good. They will not be able to approach.
Azuma and Renza. What were you two doing then?
I am planning on going to retrieve the supplies that we left by the little storerooms that I went poking around in and almost got eaten in.
You were fine. You didn't even get hit.
The den of centipedes.
Yes. And I'm also planning on going back to the room where we nearly died. But I wasn't going to say that in front of everybody else.
And
Yeah, you
I'm
don't want to
going
make
because I
Ken.
can stab things.
You don't want Ken to have another reason to stab you.
And she takes too long out there. He might just assume she's one of them when she comes back and stab her anyways, just for the principle of it. You saw what happened when I didn't stab bodies. We almost died. Gonna have to start doing that now, too. Stab every little old lady, stab every dead body.
Well, you're not the only one to stab a apparent dead body, you know? I would like to point out that I drove my dagger through one's skull.
Oh, that's just coup de grace. That doesn't count. You're not psycho until you do it before it gets up and tries to kill you.
So I'm not getting my spells back for a while, fair warning. Whoops.
I don't imagine we're going to be going anywhere for a while. We need to recover.
Cough, cough,
That's
level up, cough, cough.
3 of you almost died.
Yeah.
Actually, all of you almost died.
Oh.
3 of you just got a little closer.
No, it wasn't that. I accidentally left Roll20, and when I tried to back into it, it brought me to my Hell's Rebels games Roll20.
Yeah, that'll happen if you open up Roll20 and then open up a second Roll20 after you open the first one.
Oh,
it
I've seen.
prioritizes the most recent one that was opened.
I've seen those beards. I think the beak one is the best.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Scott being distracting.
I could have used that for a dwarf in an old game.
Well,
Nick, do you remember you were there?
Which dwarf? I don't remember you running a dwarf.
At the Smythe party of Machinations, the dude with the Kraken beard.
Ah, now I remember. Yeah. Yes, I remember old Kraken.
The man with the beard and mustache so impressive that it distracted the entire party from the shady goings-ons.
And outshone Atla from diplomatizing and starting an international war.
You got lucky.
Only because the voice of God literally would not allow me to roll.
Atla, the only character who really wants to fail his diplomacy check.
Because every time he passes, progressively worse things happen to him and the surrounding party members.
That's true.
good job.
Renza, as you step out into the corridor, you see the man you were arguing with before glaring at you as soon as you walk through the door, as well as Azuma, but does not say anything.
I'm going to approach a little bit, and I'm going to nod to him. Hello?
He stares at you.
We managed to find some supplies, and left them in a pile down the corridor. Planning on going to collect them. I can get back afterwards, yes? I hope.
Go.
Alright, thank you.
As you walk past, two of the guards are sitting in this room, just sort of idly flipping through stuff. One of them has a deck of cards that he's shuffling, and he looks over at you and says, "Oh, hey, you dropped this." And he reaches into his pouch, and the room starts glowing much brighter.
I'm gonna pass that back to Azuma. Your light. Thank you.
She's gonna look up smiling like a small child.
It's
And take it.
adorable and slightly horrifying. Because I've seen how good you are at stabbing things.
Door.
Open.
I'm gonna wait to see if Steph, you can drag and drop over your token and the sun rod to move both at the same time.
It makes it a little easier.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do that.
You know
'cause
what?
the sunrod
I'll
won't
just
follow.
I'll carry the sun rod.
As
Thank
soon as you
I've been
step
given camera purposes.
As soon as you step out through the door, the guard closes the door behind you, and you hear the lock click into place.
As we walk by the body, Azuma's gonna kick it. And jump back against the wall right after to see if it jumps up.
It does not. It's very dead. There is a lot of blood.
Everything that is currently in play or loot.
One of the guards behind the barricade calls out, "Hey, could you drag that thing back out of sight?"
Sure.
Thanks.
And when I head up to the other room, I'll drag the body with me.
Okay.
Well, first I'll drag it over to where the pile of gear is. Everything that is currently in the player loot segment is right there. And I'm going to ask Azuma to start collecting it. And I'm going to drag the corpse up to where we found the rest of the doppelganger bodies. And throw it on the pile.
Fuck you.
And throw that one on the pile too, since we don't need it anymore apparently.
Tuck that into the corner.
Okay, that works. Going to peer back down the corridor, see that Azuma is collecting things.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Going to walk a little bit closer and then, not loud, but without going all the way back to Azuma. I'm gonna go, check the room where we almost went down. There might be something useful there.
Do you want me to go with you?
If you want to, although it might be a little bit, if there is anything else around, it might be a little bit easier to move without the light. It's up to you.
She's just gonna put her head down, kind of dejected.
Don't split the party.
Oh.
Don't split the party.
Okay then. I'll just go back.
Alright. Make sure that Winter knows that, she can do whatever she wants with, the blankets. I'm sure they'll find some use for them. And give her the hammer too. Might be able to help with something.
She nods and with her arms full of blankets starts walking back down the hall.
That's so sad.
Blankets away.
You're a monster. I hope you know
Monster
that.
with a lot of blankets.
No, not her.
Why am I a
Scott's a
monster?
monster. She's so
Are
sad
they gonna
now.
let me back?
You'll have to control
I
the light
said it
from that
was-
point on. I can't. I
I
can't see
said
your
it was
anymore.
up to her. If she'd wanted to keep coming with me, she could have.
Where's the light?
It should be on you at the moment,
Okay.
but I
Are
can't
they gonna let me back in?
see you.
They open the door.
Oh, now I can. Nope, now I can't.
So, Rowan, first and foremost, is the guy still alive?
As soon as you come back around the corner, he immediately starts pulling back at his manacles.
Hey, I didn't forget you, don't worry. Gonna go find that key now, okay?
Praise.
Alright. I have a room to search, and a body to search.
The great lootening of 2016 begins.
Yes, completely by myself. All alone. Middle of
No
this
one around.
terrifying dungeon.
It's entirely on you.
Yep. Alright! What
What's
do I
the first
find?
thing you do? Search
Um,
through the body?
Going to... Yeah, we'll start with the body.
Okay, you crouch down over the body, begin sifting through. You find, tucked away into a pouch behind the apron. You see, you find a pouch that jingles.
Alright. How jingly?
8 gold pieces.
I'll
That is
pocket that for now.
48. You also find a small vial of faintly glowing white liquid.
Christ Jesus.
Make a note to detect that once I've finished searching the room.
And nothing else. And you
Alright,
look up and see, oh right, the dagger is stuck in the table.
I'm gonna go take the dagger because I need a weapon after what happened here.
Please make a strength check.
Is it a 0 or a plus one? A 0.
Oh, it's in there. Nope. Can't quite get. It's from all the blood.
Oh god, you're gonna have to nat 20 it.
Rowan, I am
Yes.
going to take... Actually, Rowan, I would like to confirm something with you first. Is it alright with you if I use the mending spell as a means of accelerating sewing or something along those lines? Rather than trying to fix an entire object at once? To,
Sure.
like, seems at a time. Okay. In that case, I am going to use the dagger that is stuck there. I'm going to wrap a portion of my coat around the blade and tear the coat. I am then going to wrap that piece of the coat around the dagger to get a little bit of extra leverage and to deal with the blood issue, and I'm going to start taking 20 on this.
You fashion a band, which is fairly difficult because the knife is so incredibly sharp, it slices through the cloth like butter. But after a little while, you manage to wrap it around the handle, pull, and it takes you about a minute. Just straight, get your foot up on the table, and pop.
Make a note to detect that in a little bit as well.
Goddamn.
Did she have some sort of sheath on her, or...
No, she
Uh.
just Had the knife.
Handle with care, then. And gonna look around the room now.
Well, most of the things that you find around the room are bodies, viscera, and dissected corpses lay in hunks and chunks in the corners of the room, laying along the sides of the walls. People chopped up and diced into only the finest cutlets of meat. Dissected beyond human recognition. The closest thing you see now that the curtain has entirely burned away, you partially remember setting that on fire.
Yeah, that's my fault. Okay. Rowan, are you still talking? Guys?
We hear you. Rowan's apparently dead in the water.
Rowan's having issues, I guess.
Back?
There you go.
There we go.
Please continue.
It does that ever so often. It's a pain.
Mm.
Now that the curtain is burned away, you can see that next to the lantern on this far table is a snack of some kind.
Alright. Gonna take a bit to poke around in the pockets then.
You reach into... Well, the first thing you notice is that resting on the table beside the sack are that's a key. There is also a set of surgeon's tools that, despite the disgusting display around the room, are surprisingly well kept.
Okay.
And as you reach into the bag to start flitting through the pockets, you reach inside, and your hand reaches in and reaches in and reaches in, and where the fuck is the bottom?
I'm going to open all the pockets and dump the bag. And then set the bag on the side, set the vial and the knife down on the table, and I'm going to detect over the entire vial.
Falling out of the bag drops a very small pouch with a couple of coins jingling around inside.
How many?
3 platinum.
Ooh. Okay.
You notice a fairly average-sized pearl fall out and hit the ground. It looks quite nice.
Okay.
And a small box affixed to a leather cord.
Okay.
And you detect over the whole thing, you say?
Yep.
You detect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magical auras. Please state which you are rolling at for spellcraft.
Let's start with the bag.
Okay. Roll with the bag. Double check the DC for this. You are not sure what the bag is.
It's bigger on the inside. I
It
just
is
don't know
definitely
the
bigger
specifics.
on the inside.
Okay. Don't know specifics. It's probably not dangerous, so I'm gonna sling that over my back for now.
What's
Magic
next?
backpack.
Backpack.
Don't you dare. Next is going to be the knife.
Okay.
It is a sharp knife.
It is a very sharp knife. That is magic. Somehow.
Okay. Let's do the vial of liquid next.
Fucking Azuma's gonna love that knife.
That is a potion of cure light wounds. And you still have the small box attached to the leather cord and the pearl.
The box.
That right there is a phylactery of faithfulness.
Okay. And the pearl.
And that is a first level pearl of power.
Well, we know who that's going to.
Do we?
I can't use it.
Do pearls of power work on Arcanists? I don't consume my spells prepared.
Yeah, you don't.
Do they work for alchemists? I literally consume mine.
No, they don't work for alchemists.
They don't. They would work for a cleric.
So,
Might want to sell
In
this
that
guy.
case, it is a bribe.
a very, very fucking expensive bribe.
A valuable tool to the divine caster who saved our lives, one that we may ask for back at some point in time.
Like I said, a very valuable, expensive bribe.
Yes.
And you hear, as you turn around and you finish, you turn off your detection and you start loading up all of the stuff that you grabbed, you hear a very, very faint splashing coming from inside the basin.
Rowan, I'm gonna take out my little handheld mirror and I'm gonna creep over to the edge, and without actually looking down, I'm gonna use the mirror to look down into it.
How tall are you? For the basins are 6 foot tall.
Oh.
Hence
I thought the
the
bases
ladder
were set in
standing
the
over.
ground. Okay. In that case,
it's for laundry.
Okay. My bad. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna climb the ladder. I'm not tall enough.
You climb the ladder and peek over, and inside you see futilely scraping at the sides of the basin.
She doesn't look healthy.
low, groaning, skin in much the same condition as the man in the previous room was, clawing at the sides of the basin.
Kill it!
Does it see me?
It does, and attempts to claw, but you notice that it's missing its legs.
I'm gonna reach down to the acid flask at my hip, and I'm just gonna mutter, sorry. Do I need to roll an attack roll?
You hit it.
Yeah. I am shooting a ghoul in a barrel.
And you destroy it.
Okay.
Shooting a ghoul in a barrel. He's
Ghoul in a
shooting
basin.
A ghoul in a barrel.
Ghoul in a basin, but yeah.
Why you shoot?
All right.
The ghoul down, and
nice.
it sort of sags to the ground. Also in the room, though you detect no more magic, leaning against the wall next to the basin is a 6-foot-tall standing mirror.
A little bit big.
And
not going to bother.
And in each basin rest 2 10-foot poles.
I am going to take one of those, though.
Reach into one of the basins and pull out a 10-foot wooden pole.
Who just sniggered at me taking a 10-foot pole?
No one?
You're hearing things, Scott, clearly.
You're going a little crazy, man.
Loot list updated?
Everything has been added to my inventory for the moment.
Okay.
And it will be administered directly to party members who I believe will be able to make best use of the stuff.
And with you making your way back, Azuma distributing the equipment, Ken chopping firewood.
Getting something, Rowan? She's about to pick someone up to bring back with her.
I just got a key. I need to try the key.
Oh, true. The last thing. Even I forgot about this poor bastard.
Just leave him here to rot.
Yes.
He is desperately pulling at the restraints as soon as he sees you walk around the corner. Oh, praise!
Calm down. Just let me see your hands. I found a key. See if it works.
He pulls himself back and exposes, you can see the manacles.
Okay. And I'm going to attempt to undo manacles.
Oh. Words fail. Praise.
You're welcome.
He nods and rubs at his wrist, and you have a set of manacles.
Fantastic.
And if you wished, you could also unlock the other 2 sets of manacles.
I have 2 sets of manacles now. I think I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So,
But you're the
do you
only
know where
one
you're
with
going?
manacles.
Xandalus sees.
Xandalus knows.
Xandalus sees.
I'm sorry that whatever's happened has hurt you so much. Would you like to come with me?
Praise, praise.
All right.
And he reaches out for something to grasp because it's dark and he's human.
Yeah. I'm going to set my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to guide him that way.
You're not going to use him to go pick up the lantern?
Actually, yeah, that would be easier. I forgot about the lantern.
There's literally a lantern right there.
I'm gonna guide him over to the door, and then I'm gonna go grab the lantern and give the lantern to him.
He now doth possess a lantern.
Okay. And then
Oh, praise, praise.
I'm gonna carefully lead the way.
Okay. And now, with Renza returning equipment in hand, Azuma passing out blankets and some equipment to Winter, Ken chopping firewood, and Nevaeh tending to the wounded, this is where we are going to conclude our third session.
Huzzah!
All right.
Boo! Boo!
XP.
Congratulations. That was most certainly not simple.
No. Thank you for mercy.
Oh, yeah.
XP, and I'll let our at-home viewers go.
Good night, everyone. Sleep well. Don't let the nightmare take you while you doze.
You just go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
You go to hell. You go to hell and you die.